Hey y'all, welcome back to Long Farms. And on this evening, I figured I'd take y'all, show y'all that I was going to do a little maintenance on the 5210 and change the fuel filter, the engine oil filter, and the hydraulic oil filter. And I've already got a couple gallons of plus 50 John Deere oil and John Deere High Guard hydraulic oil. Normally I would be changing, we normally change out here in the gravel, but there's a chance of rain, and I'd hate to get my hair wet as I just went to the beauty shop. But got the tractor backed in here, got backed over the pit. As you can see, it's big old pit there. Just gonna probably just drain the oil first, get it, then do the hydraulic filter, and then do the fuel filter last. I believe this tractor holds right around 11 to 12 quarts of oil, so it sure fills up the old drain pan there. Let it finish draining out, and I'll put the plug in it and change the filter and pour some fresh oil in. Good thing I didn't drop that extension in the oil. If I put this wrench on the right way. As you can tell, I've already cleaned this around here where the filter goes as much as I can. I'm going to take a little bit of oil, just put around the rubber O-ring here just to help it seal. Now if the oil filter was straight up and down, you could fill it up full of oil. That way as soon as you turn it on, it's sucking oil right out of the filter. But this one here, the filter mounts on the side, so it'd be hard to put any oil in it and keep it in there and get it spun on. So just take it and got the oil filter tightened on there. Got it about as hand tight as I could, because you don't want to use, I call it a strap wrench, I call it there. Don't want to use it or another type pliers and put it on there too tight, because then you may not be able to get it off there. But just hand tight is good. So I'm probably just going to start off pouring about 10 quarts worth in here, and then check the dipstick, and then just add to it as I need it till it's full. By George, are in there like swimwear now with this fancy little filter. Or filter, what am I saying? Funnel. Alright, now got all the oil in. I believe we're right on the money. That's going to start it, and don't trip over everything. Start it, let it run for a minute, and then we'll check it again. Just staying here looking at, making sure there's no oil leaking out of the filter or the drain plug. I believe we're good. Now I'm going to change the oil filter, fuel filter. And go ahead and crack this one loose. Try not to make a mess and have diesel go everywhere, but that little screw right there on the bottom, that's to, you can turn it and drain the water out of it, but we just done that recently, so don't have to worry about that. But I already got the new filter. Had to put the collar, pull it off the old filter, put it on this one, but I already got this one full of fuel, and hoping I don't have to prime it. But if I do, there's this little primer button right here that is on diesel. Sometimes you change the fuel filter bad to get air in the lines, so now you can see me. Get air in the lines, so it makes it hard to start. So you just take that primer and pump it, and get fresh fuel pumped up into it. But if that doesn't work, you can always go to the on the other side is the injector pump. You can crack the main line going into the pump, and or coming out of the pump. And it's good to have, if you have somebody else with you, one over there to crack the line, another one over here priming, and the other person can watch to make sure watch the fuel come out until there's no air. Then you just tighten it back up, and hopefully then you've got all the air out of it. But with filling the filter up with fuel this time. Since I'm by myself, Dad and Granddad had other plans. I'm gonna see if I can get it on here and not have to prime it and get it started. Turn it and get it lined up right so it'll slide on in. Alright, I got the new fuel filter on. Now just going to see if it'll start. Crack it when you pump it and push your fuel out down into the pump, and that way at least you know you got fresh fuel to the pump to the injectors to get the tractor started. I think we're good now. Already got my strap wrench on here, and I've already got it broke loose. Grab my hand. Let that oil drain out for just a minute. One time I didn't have the camera on, got the filter off, thought I had it in my hand. That sucker dropped and rolled. It spilled hydraulic fluid everywhere. It'll be alright, nothing a little kitty litter or oil dry can't dry up. I know it's hard to tell, but I have to add just a little bit, not much. Oh, I forgot to mention that when checking the hydraulic fluid in your tractor, you want to make sure if you got a rear implement, or even if you don't, you want to have the implement and the arms all the way down. If your tractor's got a front loader, you want to have the front loader on the ground. That way there's no least amount of oil in the system and all that. So that'd be have the front loader and the 3-point hitch all the way down. You'll get your best oil level when you pull the dipstick. End up having to add about 3 quarts of the John Deere High Guard hydraulic oil. Check the dipstick and it's right on the hash mark, so we're good to go. So based on my knowledge, other than checking the air filter, which is probably good but just needs blowed out a little bit, I've already checked the coolant and it's good. Just gotta grease it and we'll be good to go for this spring and summer in the hayfield with it. But thanks for tuning in to Long Farms this evening. Thanks to you all who continue to who have subscribed and watch these videos. It really means a lot. But if you haven't, down at the bottom, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button. That just lets me know that we're doing a hopefully halfway decent job at this farming and making these videos to showcase the life on our small East Tennessee farm is what it's all about. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday, and we'll catch y'all later this week.